Hello and welcome, this is Synoptic and I'm doing a commentary on Shogun 2 Total War 2v2, I think large funds and medium unit size. The map is rice fields, the flat map version of all your Total War games, and one flat map I'm not really concerned about because primarily this is a melee game and I'm fine with flat maps for those. This also marks number 1 of my Shogun 2 Total War multiplayer videos. I'm posting this one not because it's particularly great, but I think it's kind of funny, fun to watch in terms of one guy's taking a spam army, one guy rage quits pretty fast, and me and Blonkers I think we're taking pretty standard armies, even though nowadays you kind of see one kind of build. You got the bow monks and then matchlocks behind them and then blah blah blah, chevrons everywhere. So I'm not going to go through the names, mainly because sometimes I get messages saying, "Woo, don't say my name on the video, you need my permission first." So this guy is going to be named Yellow. You can see his name anyway if you just hover, if you look at the mouse cursor in probably 720p. And then there's Green, who's opposite Blonkers. Blonkers tries to open up in cav charging one of the bow units, and then he gets hit by a rocket troop, and followed by flame on ability from the archers, and then Green goes ahead and does something trivial. He wants to finish off that cavalry relatively quickly, and then Blonkers just runs up his army where there's 2 matchlocks I think and just blasts the crap out of it, finishes off the Great Guard with 125 arrows, and this is generally what happens when you get hit by them. Yummy. Now I'm gonna have to split up the battle into 2 I think, because our fights happen at around the same time, and as you can see with the timer it's a relatively short battle. But in general you'd find that Shogun 2 fights are quite fast compared to the Empires and Napoleons. I have a bow cavalry named Bow Cavalry, which is pretty unique I think, in the woods just shooting about, and this is what happens when you get hit by maybe a quarter or a third of those bow monks. Bow Ashigaru gets down to maybe 20 units out of its full size. I don't see how that could beat anyone really. Well, I bet it does, but it's just so weak. When I first saw this army I kind of laughed about it. All you really have to do is disrupt it and then melee charge it. What else are they going to do? So I got cavalry coming in from both sides. He has melee infantry ready to block whatever comes in. However, he doesn't have enough men to block all sides from being harassed. You can see him reacting quite quickly, and he does shoot my cavalry, which you can see a wavering flag of mine nearby. However, again, as I said earlier, you can't protect all the sides. In come my melee infantry, and all around my cavalry. Shameful display indeed, my narrator body. And in summary, in fighting these bow superiority armies, all you gotta do is either give them something to shoot at, or stop them from shooting and run in for the melee. It sounds simple, and it is simple, just don't freak out about it, don't give them too many shots. If you want to be a jerk, you could probably hide in the woods and just trash talk until he runs over to you, and then you can kill him, which would probably be pretty fun. I think what you see too often is the straight up melee charge with the archers shooting them, and in this game that's a really bad thing. Firstly, the bows do a lot of damage to your melee troops, and even then it has even worse morale damage, so by the time they make contact it's probably already over. Now going back in time, this is Blonkers' fight. You can still see my enemy there to keep track of time, and in Green's attack it's relatively disjointed. You saw that Great Guard make a bit of headway, in which Green wanted to start his ranged fight as early as possible, and this just leads to Blonkers doing a frontal assault with almost all his cavalry, with very little spears or any melee support. They're going to get run down quite fast, and I think around here his opponent does rage quit, in which we can see some AI greatness. This is the general within range of matchlocks and bows trying to shoot at something, which is tactically correct, and you can see him die just there. And here's an unprotected fire rocket shooting at something probably useless again. I think overall the battle AI is a bit better, but it's harder to tell because a melee game you can hide a lot of these flaws. You can't see them as easily as your shooting games like Empire and Napoleon. Although I do like the campaign AI, even they are all kind of a hive mind in all the factions. They are very aggressive. And I did enjoy the campaign for this game a lot more than Empire and Napoleon. So what's happening here? Just basic kill your AI, shoot it to death, hit it everywhere. Not much else really. I think over here, this is what a Japanese man looks like after one beer. It's just about right, maybe half a beer. So, in summation of Blanca's fight, he tried to be aggressive with the katana cavalry on his archers, he got hit by a rocket troop, and then he tried to fall back, he got intercepted by a great guard, but although he kept his katana in place, so he could kill the entire great guard with his pushed up army, that would then result in a bit of rage. There was a bit of disjointed attacking in terms of a lack of support for his ranged infantry, and then led to the full-on famed rage quit. So that's about it. GG's, and thanks for watching.